One.
Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Miss Doe, and y'all already know it is the Unstuck Show, baby. Yes, right here on 101 TKO Radio. It's your girl, Miss Doe, baby. Yes. So, I had an amazing weekend, baby. I'm just getting back from my hometown, New Orleans, and I had such an amazing weekend with my PMR Barber dolls, my girls, my sisters. Just the city, the weather was nice, man. It was a good vibe this weekend. I needed that. I needed that to reset and reboot and things like that. So I'm just getting back last night, and why I had to wake up this morning to it freezing cold? Why? Why, Lord? Why? Well, that's the fall weather. We about to fall right into winter. Maybe in the next month or two. I mean, you never could depict which is which because when it's cold, it's just cold, honey. But today we share all the same weather today. New Orleans, Atlanta, even talking to my baby girl in Memphis, man, we sharing the same weather. We woke up to like 39 to 40 degrees weather. It's gonna warm up though, y'all. I already told everybody. They was like, man, when it's gonna get cold? My birthday is 10/23. Yes, your girl Miss Doe has a birthday, baby. Yes. So 10/23 is coming up. That'll be Sunday. It always get cold right before Halloween. But the rest of the week is gonna warm up a little bit. We just had to tease us a little bit with pulling out the sweaters and the hoodies and things like that. And the rest of the week, man, it's gonna get a little. It's gonna be cool, but it's gonna also be some really nice weather. So y'all make now is the time that y'all can pull out your boots, your Uggs, and things like that. I saw a meme online saying make sure them Uggs got an alignment, baby, before you pull them out the closet. You see a lot of people holding on to them Uggs because they cost so much, honey, and they just leaning to the side. Well, baby, look, I saw Uggs have a good sale going on, so y'all check them out. But anyway, today we just gonna lay back, kick it with your girl, Miss Doe. We breaking the ice to 101 TKO Radio with the Unstuck Show. I am back in the building. I am warming up inside, outside, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, honey. And we got some motivation, of course, as always, today on the show. Plus, we're gonna be rocking out and jamming with some good vibes today. And also, I want to tell y'all about my experience in New Orleans. I met this hot singer, man, and I want to give him a shout out today. I told him I would. I keep my promises. You never know who you meet and who you run into. And so today we're gonna go ahead on and give him a spin. So I hope you're listening, Doc. We're not gonna do it right now, but stay tuned, and you're definitely gonna get your play, baby. So stay tuned with Miss Doe, 101 TKO Radio, and we'll be right back in a few, honey. Don't go nowhere. Hey, it's your girl, Miss Dope, with the Unstuck Show, and I am back, baby. You know I ain't going nowhere. It is Tuesday, and it is my day here at 101 TKO Radio, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Eastern. So before I went to break, I was telling y'all a little bit about my trip to New Orleans, baby, which I do that bi-weekly, and it keeps me going, man. It keeps me going in the sense of reminding me who I am, reminding me of my worth, and the genuine love and things like that. Yeah, I have some love and relationships and some real genuine people out here too that I've met out here in Atlanta, man, and I appreciate them with all my heart and soul. But sometimes I got to go back home to remind myself who I am and where I come from and the reasons behind me to continue to move forward, man, and keep pulling my belt tight, putting my gloves on, and keep fighting and fighting, man, to the next day. The struggle to success is real, and I'm going to keep going, baby. I'm going to keep going and blessing people in the process, man. And I had some confirmation about that this weekend because it was a real deep one. Everybody know that New Orleans is a spiritual place. Everywhere is spiritual, to be honest with you. But, coming from New Orleans, man, there's some old love and there's some real ancestry type thing going on, And so I had a visit this weekend from my girl, Miss Dana Boisseau, man. I love her, man. I love that lady. And I got a little bio about her so y'all can know who she is. But my experience with her this weekend, when she rang my phone, I'm like, oh, Lord, I got to answer my phone. I can't lie and say I'm busy or don't answer it because your girl is gifted and she would definitely call me out on my stuff, baby. But, deep down I was dealing with some things with family and all kind of stuff like that, man. If you know me, you know. If you don't, I'm still transparent enough to tell, but then out of respect for my family and stuff like that, I ain't gonna tell y'all everything on a platform as huge as 101 TKO Radio. So, anyway, I was deep down thinking about some things or whatever, battling with some stuff, and I was like, should I go back on Sunday? Should I go back on Monday? What should I do? But God knew that I needed that extra day in my hometown or whatever, and it was confirmation because not only did I have a blast on Sunday with my girls and my sister Shine Designs, and y'all got to check her out, man. She cold, she talented, she just so humble and works so damn much that she don't even put herself out there like she should, but when she get in the mood, she do what she gotta do. And congratulations to my BFF, man, Miss Danita, baby. Congratulations on the CDL, baby. You about to cut up. Picture you rolling, honey. So on top of that, not only did we celebrate that, we also had to celebrate life. One of my clients I lost this past weekend, so I made it in town just for that. Her homegoing on Friday. So many prayers and much love to her family and close friends that's really going to be affected by her not being here on a daily. So LaShira, I love you, baby, always appreciate you, and I wish I had the opportunity to tell you that, but you're in the hands of the Lord now, baby. So hopefully you consider being one of my angels and clearing the way to going where I'm going. Also, let's get back to Mrs. Spree. So this is Miss Dana Boisseau, and when I first started out with 101 TKO Radio and the UnStuck show, I had my UnStuck heroes and sheroes of the day and things of that nature. And so today, we're going to bring it back with the UnStuck heroes and sheroes of the day. So today I got a shero. And I'm calling her a shero, my shero, because like I said, she just felt in the atmosphere to come give me a visit. And she dropped by just to give me a spiritual message that I put into play, and it definitely worked out like, I guess she knew. And I anticipated it would be, to connect and reconnect and try to work on the peaceful healing with family members and things like that, because I think my mom would have wanted us to clear some things up. She knew it ain't going to be the same, but we cleared some things up. So let me highlight her. Miss Dana Boisseau was born and raised in New Orleans. They call her Minister Esprit. She began her journey as a spiritual medium in 2012. Her ancestral gift to connect with the deceased and assess the spiritual realm came to her as a child. But for over 10 years now, she has reclaimed her gifts, which she uses as a tool to heal and guide those who wish to build a relationship with their ancestors. When I tell you, baby, it is deep. It is so, so deep. I knew that I was dealing with some things amongst siblings and stuff like that that my mom wouldn't have liked. And, me being a human and prideful, I'm the baby of the family. And so I get tired of being the one that has to always be the one to step out and say some things first when I feel like sometimes it should be the elder's position. But, sometimes it's just your calling and your position. You the chosen one. You the golden child. You got to do what you got to do, even though it don't seem fair to us in human form, in spirit, man. It's what you got to do. So anyway, back to that. Unlike other mediums, making a connection with your ancestors and deceased loved ones is only a small part of her work. She uses her abilities to connect you to your spirit guides for the purpose of healing wounds that may be from this life or another. She teaches you how to build a relationship with your ancestors in order to empower you along your healing journey. Her methods are holistic, meaning outside of her mediumship, she uses earthly tools such as crystals, breath, meditation, and herbs to heal and relieve you from daily stress and anxiety. And when I tell you, you kind of be on the fence of things like that. Some people believe, some people don't believe. That's all in your choice to whatever you want to believe in. So I don't combat that. I don't debate with that. I don't do anything like that. You guys are open and willing to believe whatever you want to. But my experiences along and things that have been proven facts into my life, and I've also been open to that side of my life for answers and things like that and guidance. And it has been on the money, baby. So when I tell you, Miss Dana Boisseau, when she rang your phone, you better answer, because there's definitely a message, and it's a good feeling that sometimes you feel like you're in the world by yourself, but at the same time, those are signs and things that you're not. Like, you do have your guardian angels in heaven, and you have those that, are angelic to you on earth that can lead you and guide you in different directions. And then sometimes, man, some people are just gifted like that. They just the chosen ones themselves, that when God put it on their heart, mind, and spirit, they got to make a move on it. Like, they can't fight it. They got to make a move. I don't talk to that lady every day. I don't deal with that lady like that. I love her with all my heart, but life is life, and we're in different directions. But so it's no reason to be able to be optimistic, like, I don't think no, man, that lady rung my phone. That lady was on a mission. She didn't come get a haircut in New Orleans. She didn't come and ask me for nothing. I haven't seen her in a long time. The lady called me and definitely sat down, brought tears to my eyes, man, and read me and told me what I needed to do, and stop being so stubborn and get on this mission of peace and work on healing that darkness that's, has seeped into my heart from the things that I've been through. So it definitely, man, I had to fight the human side of it, like, man, but I did what I had to do. What my assignment was, man, I fulfilled my assignment. I did it, and it was a good outcome. Not everybody gonna understand it. Not everybody gonna make the move on it, but I did. And it was definitely a good outcome. So it was kind of hard. It was challenging, and it was combative, but it was definitely worth it. So y'all check her out, Miss Dana Boisseau. It's free. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram, and she does her thing. And God definitely have something on this lady, inside this lady, for her to do what she does. So continue to do your thing, Dana, and I pray that he protects you from all bad spirits that may come through to you. But definitely keep doing what you're doing and passing on the message for those that need it for healing and to keep moving forward in their life. All right, there we have it. There we go. You already know. You never know what to expect here on the UnStuck show, man. When I'm just running and talking on my days, I don't have nobody in the studio with me today. But next week, I think I got some interviews and stuff like that coming up. But I also, we got time. We want jam. I don't want to talk y'all heads off this morning. We're gonna play some more music, and when we come back, I want to talk to y'all and introduce y'all to this singer that I met and give y'all a little backstory on him. And y'all check out his music and then y'all hit me up and let me know what y'all think about it. So we'll be right back with Miss Doe with the UnStuck Show, 101 TKO Radio, knocking them out the box.
One.
Hey, guess who's back, baby? I told you it's a vibe over here at 101 TKO Radio. We are vibing, honey. Yes, we are always 24/7. Y'all just make sure y'all press that little button, 101 TKO Radio, and you able to rock out and jam with us all week long. Different genres of music, hip hop, mixes, R&B, some Nola bounce being there too, baby. We gotta give a shout out to Nelson because Nelson is officially a New Orleanian, baby. I'm gonna have to get him a key for the city. Yeah, and then we got our Sunday worship or whatever over here at 101 TKO Radio. So, as promised, once again, I've been kind of like reiterating and going back on my visit to my hometown this past weekend was just so refreshing. And I'm always networking. Everywhere I go, I'm networking, I'm running my mouth, I'm talking. When I'm not talking, things are just coming to me. God is just sending people my way. And what's the sense of having these platforms or having the abilities to connect people if you're not going to do it? My whole mission in life is just to extend the olive branch and extend a hand and help people and things like that. Even though I'm doing it a little bit differently, I'm making sure my cup is getting what needs to go in it and fill it up before I start pouring into others. But along the way, I could bring a horse to the water, baby, and it's up to you to drink it. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't have to hold your hand, but I could definitely lend you mine and lift you up a little bit. So with this being said, right now I am this weekend I had a craving for seafood. So there's this place in New Orleans called Castnet. Castnet is on where is Castnet at? Castnet is along the levee on Haynes Boulevard in New Orleans. Some people say Haynes, some people say Hain, however you want to say it, it's there. Been there for as long as I can remember. Even as a little girl, I remember going there. So I decided to go there Saturday morning, early in the morning, wake up, look, I want some seafood. Everybody else was closed. So I went to Old Castnet. While I'm in there, I'm running it, talking, clowning, playing with me and my best friend. We just being us, doing what we do. And I wind up, overhearing one of these youngsters up in there, man, and he could sing. And the lady was like, man, he could really, really sing. He do his thing. See, the thing is, you never judge a book by its cover because you never know. Just because people may have regular jobs or regular things like that, you just never know who you run into, who's related to who does what, so you can't be so enclosed in the mind and in the mouth, People just don't know who they talking to or who they run into. And that goes not only for the people that come across me, but the people that I come across as well. At these days and times and inflation and stuff like that, man, you got to do what you got to do. Everybody get a hard job. You got to stay above water. We ain't millionaires yet. Even the millionaires got to get up and work. They don't cut their work off because they reached a million. You got to keep working, baby. Keep grinding. So that was this young guy. His name is Young Doc. Young Doc is an artist from New Orleans. He out of the 7th Ward. If you're familiar with New Orleans, you know about the 7th Ward, baby. And he been making music since he was like 13 years old. He was writing poems at the age of 9. He grew up with listening to Lil Wayne. And, of course, he's from New Orleans. You're underneath that age. Even the elders, like me, I'm older than Wayne. I was listening. And shout out to Nat and Miss Sita. But yeah, so, he grew up under the wing of Wayne and was listening to Lil Wayne and stuff like that. And he always knew he could do that. Oh, I could do that. I could sing this. I could sing that. And he got the talent for it. He just didn't know he was that talented. He didn't totally believe in himself until he was like 19 years old. 19 years old, he had started putting music out and stuff, and people was bumping his songs and things like that. He started performing at schools and parties and everything around the city. He became real popular. And when you're in New Orleans, like I say, you never know who's related to who. So he has some iconic figures and things like that in his life. I won't mention their names, but he's related to some people that's been doing this thing too. So the talent is definitely genuine in his blood. And he said his brother, his brother was really like encouraging him and believed in him even when he didn't believe in himself. So that pretty much was his push and his motivation even when he didn't feel it. So I definitely can can feel that young man just like everybody else could. You know, sometimes in life you're doing things, you know, you got the talent for it. It comes easy. But you go through some things in life and stuff like that, and you really just don't, you don't always feel the most confident and secure about where who you are and what you're capable of, and it takes the people around you to be able to see your worth and be able to push you forward when you need that little push, man. So he sent me over a few songs, and once again, 101 TKO Radio, we do have some falling packages for the fall, honey. So y'all make sure y'all tune into our website, check it out, and I don't think nobody is beating our prices. So even though we use the platform and we don't mind blessing others, man, but if you want to continue to have your stuff on the radio 24/7, playing in rotation of all the other radio hosts, y'all make sure y'all check out the packages for your business, for being an artist, whatever you want to do, man. It's a simple fix. Go ahead on and just drop that dime and you good. So this is a song and it's called Slide. I peeped the song out and I was like, okay, that's a younger generation of mine, but I mean, it's a decent song, and I could see. I checked him out. He's got hella followers, and he's on all platforms, man. So I wanted to give that brother a shout out, Young Doc. Hope you out there listening. I know you probably at work, baby. Maybe we could play this back if you can't hear it while you're at work. But I am definitely gonna keep my promise, and y'all check it out. This is called Slide by Young Doc. Hey, slide, slide. I like that little jam. It's a vibe, baby. It's a vibe. Hey, shout out to Young Doc. I could hear, coming from New Orleans, that don't sound like a New Orleans song. So I get it. It don't sound like a New Orleans song. It definitely sound universal. It's a nice jam. It's a nice vibe for that young fella, man. That was nice. That was nice. That was a vibe with Slide, baby, with Young Doc. So check him out on Instagram and follow him. He has videos and everything like that, man. So shout out to you. And you just never know. You just never know. Great personality. Pretty cool young man, very respectable, and was very easy to talk to. And he a handsome little young guy too. So, ladies, y'all gonna be little young ladies, y'all gonna be sliding over there on Young Dot. And remember, you heard it here on 101 TKO with Miss Doe. But yeah, so that was nice. I just want to give few little shout outs to. I have some of my friends that's tuning in and listening. We have Consultation Mortgages that is in the building, honey. That's my girl in the dash boot. She is in New Orleans. She's always tuning in and checking out and listening when she can. I understand that this is business hours, baby, so you can't be listening all the time. Every job do not require music to be played in the air, so I get it. But when you do take the time to, whether it's sharing or anything like that, I definitely appreciate you for doing so. Also, my boy Flat Thumbs, baby. Flat Thumbs, man, this is a cool dude. It's so crazy because I don't know his real name. And that's sad. But when I met him a while back at the he gave a Nicki Natural event, man, and it was real nice. It was a nice vibe right there. And so he was real cool. He was inviting. And this brother got a lot of things going on. I love live bands, especially coming from where I come from. I love live bands. And every event he give have live bands. And he's always been a supporter of 101 TKO Radio. He tunes in. He check-ins with me personally, man. He's sharing posts and stuff, even though you don't tag me all the time, bruh. I have to go be sneaky and get on your page so I can check and see. But the point is you do share and tag, and even if you don't tag, you're sharing. So I appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Big ups to you, brother, and many blessings and stuff for your business and everything that you have going. And right now, he's actually looking for some vocalists out here in Atlanta. He got this event coming up on 10/26. As I'm going to drop that by him. Your girl birthday is 10/23. But I do work 1,000 jobs. Got to get this bag up. COVID did a number on you, girl, so I'm shaking back. So I can't show up to everything, but I try to support what I can to everybody just as well. So I understand when you can't be there for me, too. I need a clone, But 10/26, I'm definitely going to put my best foot forward and trying to be in the building this time. It is next Wednesday. Jam in the House is what it's called. A special guest vocalist with the house band. HAUS, the house band. Free entry. This is going on bi-weekly. This is 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. And this is 16 Atlanta Street in Marietta, Georgia. So, I might could get some of the 101 TKO, teammates and stuff to come out next Wednesday night and check and see. We got some talent right here at the station. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those that could sing. In my mind, though, I could sing. When I'm in my mood, I really think I can. I don't need y'all telling me I can't, because I'm a real good performer, like as if I can sing. But I'm gonna throw my CEO out there. She could sing. And she be trying to hide that she can't sing, but she could sing. And there's some other. We got Max. Max is very talented here, and I don't know who else got some lungs over here, because they be trying to play all humble and stuff, and and not throw themselves out there. But we got some talented people right here at the radio station. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come back, and I had promised that young man I was going to do that. I hope his listeners are tuned in and listening to 101 TKO Radio. Y'all become regular listeners of 101 TKO Radio. And any businesses, any other artists out there listening, you can go to 101TKORadio.com, or you can holler at your girl, UnStuck 101TKORadio at gmail.com. Send me over a bio. Let me hear some music that is radio version, you guys. And let me check it out. Give me a couple of songs. I'm not going to listen to your whole playlist, but you at least send me about 2 to 3 songs, or your top 2 or 3. Let me check it out. Let me see what's up. But if you want your songs in rotation, we really do have some falling packages right now. And I call them falling packages because it's the fall, and our price is our price. But right now we are showing mad love for the holiday season and stuff, man. We real good people, and We are very considerate of those that are starting their careers or just want to, spreading their love around the different radio stations and platforms or whatever and investing in themselves. So we definitely want to just go ahead on, and throw that opportunity at you to whereas you can be on our station that takes care of your interview. It takes care of you being in rotation. We also would display you on the website of 101 TKO Radio. And if you press the button, man, you can see how many people be checking us out. We ain't playing. We ain't got one person or two people, babe. We got a lot of people that be tuning in and checking us out. We spreading the word, we spreading the love, and we spreading the talent. So, y'all make sure y'all tune in to 101 TKO Radio at all times and share it, baby. Tell a friend and tell a friend, tell a friend because we are blowing up. Yes, we are. So I'll be back. Go ahead on and vibe out with y'all, jam a little bit, and we're gonna come back and just run it, talk about some stuff, and keep y'all uplifted for the week to come, and get unstuck. Hopefully today I can empower, influence, and encourage someone to start becoming unstuck. Be right back with your girl, Miss Doe, 101 TKO Radio. Don't go anywhere, my babies. Hey, what's up, everybody? I told y'all 101 TKO Radio is a vibe. Keeping it real, baby. Keeping it real. Speaking of keeping it real, always be yourself. And I was driving, y'all know I go from state to state, picture me rolling all day from one state to the next state to the next state to get to where I'm going. So I saw this sign that say, be who you is. Because when you is who you ain't who you is. You know, there was some country stuff going on right there. But the whole point of it is, man, be yourself. Nobody likes phony people. Be yourself. Be your best self. Be true to yourself and be true to the people around you so they can love you back the same truthful way that you displaying yourself. On top of that, man, speaking of real and true people, man, I got some real and true people I want to shout out. I love y'all, man. I got Winey's nails everywhere that I go, all over the place. I work with my nails. I'm holding a microphone. I'm doing Just Drink It. I'm doing 101 TKO Radio and the Mix TV, whatever, baby. Or doing hair with Picture Me Rolling. My hands are on display. And when my hands are on display, they gotta be right. And shout out to my nail tech. There's many other nail techs across the world in the country, but I'm talking about mine. It's my show, so I'm going to talk about mine. Mine is Winey Nails, man. I love this lady from top to bottom, true and authentic self. And she's amazingly talented. Not just a nail tech, baby. She does all kind of stuff, baby. She cooks. She does sweets and stuff. So anything that's coming up, y'all got things y'all want done. Even decoration. That girl could decorate. So she just talented all around the board. But just like they did me in New Orleans, it was like, oh, you picture me rolling. The barber chick, girl with the who does the short styles, the master at that. They kind of threw a little veil over the other things that I was good and talented at, and that explains why I live two different lives. Because the other talents get to seep out here, you know, and then I do what I got to do back there in New Orleans. But so shout out to Winey's Nails. That is WANNIES_nails. Check her out, baby. She is cold. She does celebrity nails and everything. So check my girl out. Also this weekend, man, I took away from my clients, baby, and I went and dropped in and hollered at my girl. And Tennille, man. Tennille is the sister of my sister, which make us sisters. You know, I was just talking about Shine earlier, baby. Shine does all kind of things. She be shining bright like a diamond. Yes, yes, yes. She's very talented. Also, sewing, ideas, decorating, whatever, man. That's your girl. She knows what to do. Let me say this. Can't go shopping with her because she tell everybody she my stylist and I can't even pick out my own clothes. So, but she good at what she do. She dope. She dope. And so is her sister, man. So is my sister, Tennille, man. She has hands of TT.hot. So y'all check her out, man. She's on Instagram too. I just went ahead on and posted them the other day. I stopped my clients, baby, to go over there and support my baby and you know, just let her know that real love was in the air. We support you, what you're doing. I mean, the sweet treats was on and popping. You know, thick chick, and it's thick chick season right now with the wind, you know, and the weather getting a little colder. I don't need to be eating all of that stuff, but I definitely, while I was in town, had to stop by and make a trip to go ahead on and show some love, man, and support her. So y'all check her out as well. Go on my page and look at what's been going on the last couple of days. I tagged in it, so I don't want to get nobody Instagrams wrong and stuff like that. You know, I am getting a little old. I will be 44. On 10/23, you guys. Yes, I will be. Such a blessing. Definitely a blessing. But I'm also feeling that 44, honey. So I don't know what I'm doing. You know, if you know me, then you know that I always got to throw these big old parties and things. But this year, man, I'm just happy to have survived this year. Just wake up with my mental and physical ability, man, and still keep pushing forward to what I have going on in my life, what God is blessing me with, the doors that are opening, the people that are around me that genuinely love me and support me and want to see me win. You know, I'm just grateful for overcoming the struggles to success, man. Overcoming the painful process before this promise that God has for me. It's just so much bigger than a party for me, right? I'm going to find a party within all of that, baby. I'm going to hook it up. I don't know. I got to work this week, y'all. I got a couple of things with just drank it this week, but so I don't know if I'm gonna double back and go back home this weekend or just wait for my next weekend trip. I really don't know. I'm just grateful to be overcoming so much, man, and making peace along my journey and putting my pride aside to really make peace with people who, I may not ever have a relationship with again, whether that's family, that's friends, that's whatever that may be, old co-workers, old employees, whatever, but I am at a point in my life where I want to be able to accept every blessing that I'm working hard for. And in doing so, I have to be, I have to admit, and I have to be transparent, and I have to be able to say that I was wrong when I was wrong in some aspects in my life. And I'm learning how not to say, I'm sorry, but, or I did this, but, or this and that, but. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning to just try to take accountability. And if you don't see where you should give me that apology back, or you give me that understanding back, or even that forgiveness back, then that's on you. You're just not at the point of growth that I am right now. But right now I'm learning, man. I'm growing through it to get to it. And that's all that I can ask God to do. And I'm asking everybody to kind of do the same. If you're that person in your family, you consider the black sheep because you're different. You're stronger, you're spiritually wise. You just have more guts and nuts to move forward and do things. Be the first one to say things. Be the first one who's not afraid to fail, which failure is not failure unless you never give things a try. So, but I mean, if you're not, if you're that person in your family, man, I know it comes with some pride and some dignity, and it also comes with the fact that a lot of things aren't fair to us in our lives, because it's always on us. It's always our missions. It's always our assignments, and it gets frustrating. Behind every strong person is a life that turned us that way. It's not like we just woke up today and became this person or had this little smooth, joyous life that was fairy tale that we just pick what you want to be. Do you, I'm going to be strong, I'm going to be weak. We didn't choose that. Like, life made us that way. And giving my story and talking to people that I come in contact with and things like that, I give people the option to know who they're dealing with. Like, you see me online, you see me wherever through pictures, you see this and that. My smiles are real. My laughter is real. My jokes are real. But I'm a real person all the way around. But I believe in giving people an option to deal with people, certain types of people. Whether, you're dealing with somebody that's been broken or hurt or whatever, dealing with a healing process, whatever, you be transparent and you tell people that. Some people not ready for that. Some people can't deal with that, and that's okay. You're not going to win at all aspects of relationships or things to go where you want them to go, but you still don't take nobody option away, man. Let people know who you are. And it's up to them to, and it shows maturity if they define you of where you've been at or who life has turned you to be. So at this point, man, we're getting older, everybody. I wouldn't care if you're 20 years old and you're listening or whatever, baby. You're still getting older. You're going to be 21 next year. So at this point, it's just a day and a time in this world in 2022 and beyond. It's so much going on in the world, so many things we don't understand. A lot likes to say we living in our last days. Hey, but I want to be written in the next book. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to do the right things for ourselves, for our lives, for our people, and keep praying and just keep pushing. That's all we could do, man. So, and setting examples, setting a tone, whatever platforms you have. You don't have to be as big as platform as this, but I mean, you still have big platforms in your life. If it's at your job, it's in your family, you head a household, you that person in your family everybody look to and look up to, man, that's still a huge platform that you use that to guide the generation underneath you, even the ones above you or the ones on the same level, man. You use what you got to guide people to be a better them and the best part of themselves. That's all we could do. That's all we can ask for. And, Let's use today to get unstuck, y'all. Come on, man. My birthday coming up. That's what I want. I want everybody to just work on getting unstuck out of some situation in their life, whether it's parenting, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's friendships, a car you got to get rid of, a new house that you want, whatever it is, man. Get unstuck in the mindset and go for what you know. Remind yourself of your worth, the wealthiness of your worth, man, and just, make a choice to make a change in your life. You already know me with them CCCs, baby, and let's just do something different. We don't have to wait until the new year. Oh, January 2023, It's the holiday time. Let's keep it real and transparent. It's a great and joyous time of the year, but a lot of bad things happen, man, and I pray nobody lose anybody or nothing like that, around this time of the year. But let's be real about what's real. So don't wait 2, 3 months down the line to make a change in your life. Let's start today. Every time you wake up, it's a new year, it's a new day, it's a new chance in your life, man, to make a change. So let's do that, baby. Let's work on getting unstuck out here, baby. Let's do that. And let's get better. Let's do better with our marriages, with our just everything in our life, man. Let's just work on getting better. We can't change everybody else, but we can set the tone by changing ourselves. So y'all stay tuned with Miss Doe. Let's finish rocking out and jamming right here on 101 TKO Radio with the Unstuck Show. I'm going to be right back. You got some more time with me? Don't go nowhere. Hey everybody, how y'all jamming today to 101 TKO Radio, baby? I am vibing. I almost forgot I was here. We are jamming, baby. There's no music like the old school music. They ain't too old school. Just taking us a few years back, man, and that was some real good music, good vibes, especially on this Tuesday morning, late afternoon. You might as well say, I know it is Eastern time out here in Atlanta, Georgia, but it's definitely still a little morning time out there in New Orleans, but a later morning. So, I wanted to give a shout out to my boy Lyric. He is always in the building and listening and vibing and supporting 101 TKO Radio. So, shout out to you, Lyric. Yeah, shout out to you, baby. I mean, you must be busy because I ain't get the videos today. We be looking forward to our funny videos, but I know they coming. So if I ain't got them today, I will get them. Thank you so much. Um, Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. You know, this weather out here is just killing me. It's cool out here today. It's time to start pulling out the jackets. So I just wanted to spread a little, life wisdom or something on you guys. I know it's been a lot going on. We can't get consumed by all the stuff that's going on right now. Once again, your girl be reading up on stuff and talking about life's limitations and things and the way that we think and the negative outlooks on lives and excuses that we offer, wasting of precious time, pettiness, inflexibility, feeling sorry for ourselves, worry, procrastination, laziness, lack of self-discipline, and bad habits. All those things kind of take us back, man. So those can be real bad limitations on our lives and hold us back from a lot. So we got to change our attitude. Somebody told me a long time ago, change your attitude and get some gratitude, baby. So I want to spread that with y'all. You got to tell people that. Somebody got a little stuck up attitude, a little funky attitude when you trying to keep yours in check and keep it right and embrace the positivity of the day. Just tell them, baby, look here. Lose the attitude and get some gratitude. And that's all you can pretty much do. Everything comes to you at the right time in life. We just got to be patient. You just got to be patient, man. So and that's a struggle for me. I be working on my patience. I'm working on my patience. And it's crazy because I have patience for things that maybe I shouldn't have patience for. I have it, just not to the level of what other people expect or I know that I can do better at. And that's all we can do is just say that we'll do better at being patient for different things. But everything doesn't require a certain amount of patience because you lose out. And, if you wait too long on some things, sometimes you just wasted time. It's not always a situation to require patience. But at the same time, everything comes to you in the right time. Some things not meant for you at some moments in life. Some things you got to earn. You got to earn these prayers that we put into the air. God only helps those that helps themselves. Let's say it again. God helps those that helps themselves. People helps those that help themselves. You don't pretty much burn too many people out when you're a person that's always getting up and moving around and trying to get things done and do better with your life. But, things get a little tough and you kind of fall off the rocker. You mismanage some things, but you're still getting up and showing your best effort and, doing what you got to do on a daily basis. People see that. They watch you. An example of that, it's just like me being contracted out for some of these gigs with just drinking and mobile bartending. Some places I go, I'm like, oh my God, I'm just over it. I really don't want to be here. Some of these personalities, attitudes are just taking me off the rocker. But there's always somebody in the building, man. They could be the guest that's arriving or things like that. Somebody somehow is always watching your energy, how you handle yourself, how you carry yourself. And that definitely could lead to more doors, more opportunities, friendships, associations, and just blessing up. And so you gotta watch your attitude and pick your battles. Don't let everybody get the worst parts of you out, especially if you're working on you and you're trying to be a better you. You're not quite finished yet. You're a work in progress. But there's always some energies around you that could kind of pull you to another level that could kind of make you regress in your progress by just tempting you. Ain't nothing but the devil, baby, just tempting you to go back to your old ways. Learn how to eliminate yourself from those surroundings, those people, those places, those things. Pick your battles. Somebody's always watching, and those who are watching can also be the next blessing, the next opportunity, the next, to your life, in the path that you're going on. Because at this point, we got to start thinking better for ourselves, that we deserve consistency, and we deserve people to put their best efforts in when it comes to dealing with us, just personally, or in anything, and especially in business or relationship, partnerships, whatever. We deserve consistency from people and them putting their best efforts first. Like, for real. And it's on both parts. I was talking to somebody the other day, and he was like, man, you don't want to have friendship with me, or you don't want to, because you don't even I'm like, you're right. I'm not going to even argue with you about that, because, and there's really no excuses. There's a truth behind certain ways. And in certain ways, my inconsistency, it can be one of many things. It could be I just not that interested. It can be that my life is doing things with me and to me that I've never experienced before. And until you clear that cloud, you really don't want to let nobody into that fogginess, if y'all kind of understand what I'm saying. It's unfair to bring somebody into a cloudy situation. To me, that's my opinion. When you're just getting to know you, getting back on your feet and getting things. We all deserve love. We all deserve happiness, someone to enjoy that with and embrace that with. We deserve those things. We do. At some point in our life, some people experience love multiple times. Some people only experience real love one time. But it does require effort and consistency. And so some people just don't display the consistency, not that they don't want to, but because they're confused and they may respect you too much to even bring you into a troubling or confusing time in their life. So I've met some amazing people and, great people. And I would love to be more consistent than what I have been to those people. But I've also been trying to figure myself out, the direction that I'm going in this new me of not having real big, responsibilities of people, like taking care of parents or, I'm always going to be a mom. I'm always going to be, as a matter of fact, even though she's old and grown and doing her thing, her children always begging for stuff. She needed, no, I'm not going to say that. Maybe her mama needs a sugar daddy or something. I'm not going to throw my baby out there like that, but somebody needs a sugar something. Because the bigger they get, the bigger they are, they big problems, the little, they little problems. And especially when they great kids, man, even troubled kids, you do what you got to do to just keep them out of the way of making more problems in their life or making bad mistakes. But, at some point, we all had to go through certain things to develop our character and who we are. And you got to let them experience some things, but just always be there for them. But because I'm at that place in my life, just taking care of me. That's like something that is different. It's really different. And I love taking care of people, looking out for people and stuff, but I do not like being a fool. I don't like being misused. I think we all have a use for one another. God created us like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't like being misused. Once you're being misused, then that's when you got to step away. So, but at this very time, though, which I know what I want in career and success and things like that, even in a mate, I know exactly what I want. I think I've experienced enough for that. But this whole thing of just learning how to learn who I am now, what life has done to me, like I brought up earlier, behind every strong person is that life turned them that way. And I'm one of those people. A lot of things have happened to me that may have been meant for me, even though they weren't all good things. It just to develop my character and who I am and the understanding and things like that of life and other people. It has never deterred me. Many times have I been hurt, it never deterred me to hate people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a big heart and forgiveness in my heart and things. Got a funny way of showing it sometimes, but it's in there. And so just right now, so I've been talking to a lot of ladies and stuff like that this weekend, and they were saying kind of the same thing. Even some of the men, shout out to Case Closed, my partners in crime out there in New Orleans, where I service my barber dolls at. Picture Me Rolling is definitely in that building. But the same thing, man, like, sometimes you meet a person in life that just ain't the right time. So everything comes to you at the right time. Some relationships you met people a long time ago and you never dated, you never did things like that, but they always resurface. And it's not to avoid or anything. When you know what it is and if there's a connection beyond other, but it just don't be the right timing. Life happens. Shout out to me. Life happens to the best of us on Amazon. Y'all heard that plug? Also, let me just fast forward a little bit. I don't want to get too much in that conversation, but let's fast forward, change subjects a little bit. It is October, so it's Fight Like a Girl month. We even spill over into November because people still celebrate it in November also. There's even epilepsy. Epilepsy, I think, shares a purple ribbon along with domestic violence, but the months change. But the pink ribbon is for breast cancer. So we're going to talk about, even though domestic violence and breast cancer also occurs with men, the main objective is women, so, and the slogan is fight like a girl. Fight like a girl, man. We got to keep fighting, keep pushing, honoring those who are no longer here with us and supporting the ones that are. So, yes, I am a survivor of domestic violence, and no, it has not made me hate men or hate this or that, or men that have been to prison for 10, 15 years and come out. Nah, man, that has not. It's just the things that was going on at that time in my life, the things was going on with that particular individual, and things turned out like it is. And it turned out for me to write a book, never judge a book by its cover. Also, to be able to speak out and speak up for those who couldn't do it for themselves. So, yes, indeed, man, I am not bitter or have any hate in my heart for anything like that. No, I do not cross paths with the person that did what they did. But, I forgive them. I forgive them, man. I've learned how to forgive a lot of people along the way, whether when God's ready for you to cross paths, use that opportunity. It could be a once in a lifetime. It feels so much better to be able to just take that first step forward and be like, man, look, I forgive you. So I haven't met that yet. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but everything else thus far that has been going on in my life and had took a turn for absolute rocky road, I've been able to and blessed to be able to say that I have given forgiveness internally and be able to vocally give that to those people when the time was right. Like I said, everything comes to you at the right time. You just got to be patient. Two mountains will never meet, but two people will, man. And a lot of times those people, you pray them out your heart and your mind and away from you physically, and they be gone. But then there's a time, it could be 10 years, 20 years, however long you run across those paths and meet those people. You'll know the moment. You'll feel the feel. You'll feel the vibe. You'll go with your mood to be able to know how to move on that. There's nothing like you can just plan or rehearse or anything like that. You can't rehearse nothing like that, man, because it's genuine, it's from the heart, and you'll know your move, And sometimes what you're ready for, other people aren't ready for. So sometimes there is no move, but dig deep within yourself, try to make it make sense. Always do your best in turning that negative into a positive. And, and that's the start of having forgiveness in your heart and not holding any anger or bitterness towards people that has hurt you, things that have hurt you in your life. That's life. And it's definitely worth living. Life is definitely worth living. So, that's all I have for y'all today, man. But I'm gonna come back. I think I got a really good unstuck quote of the day that I want to leave you guys with. I hope that some of the conversations that we dipped in and out today with, would kind of help y'all and make y'all think about whatever's going on in your life right now, before the holiday season, whether you got to pull back on family or whether you need to, make amends so you can sit at the table or create your own table, baby. I mean, hey, it's your world. And it's all about peace and happiness within yourself, man, and progression, moving forward and making God proud, man, and forgiving those so you could be forgiven too. And it's definitely a really good feeling, man. So work on that. I'm gonna check back with y'all too. Now I'm gonna get y'all to the end of the month. I'm gonna check back with y'all and see how y'all making out. Today I didn't open up the lines for calls and stuff like that. Today Tuesdays is like my Mondays. I just got back in last night from New Orleans. We talked about that early in the show. So, I just want y'all to hear some music that break the ice. Remind y'all, let y'all hear this raspy Miss Doe unstuck voice, honey. And try to encourage the rest of your week to be great and be forgiving and just be encouraging and inspiring, man. And take a chance, take a leap, and just jump. So we'll be right back with Miss Doe with the Unstuck Show. Listen to some more music, man, and I'll be right back after these messages. I always want to say that. Hey, and I am back, baby. I hope y'all vibing just as much as I am over here on the radio, baby. Y'all should see me in this room, which you can see me if you go on 101 TKO Radio on Facebook, honey. You can see the live view of what's going on here in the studio and how your girl be chilling and just reading and talking and looking like I'm looking in the air at these pictures. I sit on one side so I can get the view of this nice wall that Miss Chelsea has put up here, baby. So I got an audience of Usher and Madonna and LL Cool J, and reminded me to knock them out the box with the gloves, baby. So all right, so y'all already know, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in today. I need y'all to just go ahead on and figure out how to begin, how to start to become unstuck. Before that, I want to give a shout out to my boy, my brother, Javon Diggins, baby, with Triple P Apparel. So check out triplepapparel.com. And did he always have a way with words? Yes, he did. And he definitely still does to this day. And now he's putting it on apparel. So y'all check him out, man. Triple P Apparel with Javon Diggins. Also my girl Denisha Lewis, man. Nene's Party Bus and Lavish by Nene, honey. Thank you so much for being a supporter of Miss Doe, of Picture Me Rolling, of the Unstuck Show, of Just Drinking, and all of the many hats that I wear, baby. I appreciate you so much for just being authentic, real, and very supportive, with no pun intended. You didn't even know I was gonna shout you out. But I can't always get to what's going on my phone. Sometimes I just get on there and I post and I hop right back off. No harm intended. Just trying to balance out this life, baby. But when I do get an opportunity to double back and look back, man, I see who has been there, who's supporting, who's keeping me uplifted, and I really, really appreciate that. Because of that, I wanted to share something with you guys that I was reading, and it was like about influences, and it was saying that influences, it's one thing to know a lot of words, and it's something to use the words that you have to inform and inspire and influence people. And that's real talk. Like, parrots know a lot of words, but they can't use them to influence human conduct. You don't have to be a walking dictionary to be able to influence people. You don't. You don't have to be the TIs of the world and all these other people of the world with these long words, which is good to know and expand your vocabulary, baby. But a lot of people just use the basic words that are relatable, that are words that are daily used in order to stay in touch and in reach and in tune with everyday people, baby. You don't tell me nothing that I gotta go look up in a dictionary, Google, ask Siri, or whatever, to even know whether you was influencing me by inspiration or you was insulting me. So once again, I'm glad I ran across this quote, and it's a quote for today. It's for today, baby. It is for October. It is for today. And so I don't like to make this a biblical thing, because I don't like to challenge everybody's belief. Everybody believe in everything that they do believe in. It's all about the belief. So just believe. That's all you got to do. Believe in the universe, baby, and know that there's some higher spirit, higher power, higher God. But I believe in God. And so there's a sermon that's suggested to read called the Sermon on Mount. And it was like, they don't even have to have all the big words for you to get the point across. And he began to teach him. He said, blessed are the poor in the spirit, for theirs is the kingdom in heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for those who are comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Simple as that. Just like they say, the greatest truths are usually expressed in the simplest language. And that explains me. That describes me. Miss Doe, yeah, I mean, I'm Miss Doe, baby. I'm transparent. I am definitely oh God. I'm relatable. I'm relatable to all people, to all ages, to all backgrounds, all ethnic backgrounds, all races, all whatever, baby. I am a relatable person. My spirit is relatable. My humbleness is relatable. My truth, my generosity, my kindness. My true authentic self is just what it is, baby. I relate to all people, all races, all nationalities around the world, and I don't have to do all that extra stuff to just do that. God has blessed me to be who I am, given me the platforms that I have, and I use what I got, the experience of life, to give to others, to teach, as well as me being taught throughout the world. So that's all you got to do, man. Turn your tests into testimonies, and you use that to teach others and influence and inspire everybody else. And if y'all follow me and you already know what it is, that's all I do. Even when I'm serving drinks, baby, I am finding a way to give some type of motivation and encourage and inspire people to do better, to live better, to just be better, to improve themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually, most of all. So, and sometimes all work and no play is not a good time. We got to go ahead on. We'll get burnt out from a lot of things that we're doing, even though our responsibilities keep flowing and going. It is what it is. We cannot change that. We can't lay down a whole month and just to chill, voluntarily without the bills going to keep coming, baby. So even if you got the money to the side, you're still taking away something to do what you got to do. So I get it. But you also need to take a little time to be able to reset, refocus, readjust, and restart. And do that as many times as you need to. Just never give up. There you have it. That's my UnStuck quote of the day. Reset, refocus, readjust, and restart. As many times as you need to. Just never give up. That's what it is, y'all. Think about that. Figure out what you need to do to reset, what you need to do to refocus, what you need to do to readjust and restart. Like, we can't change our past. Our past is our past, and we cannot start from the beginning. But we can definitely start today or any day. Each day you open up your eyes, baby, you can start. You can start to progress and do better for your life, and just figure out another way of how to do certain things or to reach the blessings, the dreams and everything else that you're manifesting in your life. Each door may not be your door, but those doors always lead to more doors. So, be mindful of your actions, be mindful of the people you entertain and negatively, and pick your battles in life, man, because somebody is always watching. And that's pretty much what I've covered this show. Like, somebody is always watching. Where you at may be leading to the next blessing of your life. So somebody peeping you out, baby. And then we're living in the times where there's always phones, there's always recorders. When I came out here to Atlanta, oh my God, when I tell you, like, there are people out here in Atlanta that actually, if they ain't picking up their phone to record you with a video, baby, they record your conversations. And if they can let you hear the conversations that they record of others, be mindful that they can record the conversations you had to say with them too. So, man, look, y'all better watch who you're around and don't trust everybody, bro, for real, because that's definitely a violation. Like, you don't even know who to talk to, who to trust. Everybody got something up their sleeve, and everybody got some type of motive. And it's not everybody, but it's a good bit of people. Like, a lot of people been burnt and been through some things. And once again, as the old slogan go, and it's still valid to this day, that hurt people hurt people. People that have been hurt and not healed, they're damaged in a way, in the aspect that they go ahead on, baby, and they whip out their phone to cover their tracks, to cover their words, to replay anything that you had to say about anybody. So make sure you can back up whatever you say. Everything I say ain't the right things to say, but I tell you what, I think just as fast as I say. I think about everything that I say, and I will repeat what I said. For real, for true. That's the New Orleans version. For true, whatever, baby. It is what it is. That's what we do. You just got to own up and grow up to whatever it is that, you're dealing with, and the people that you're dealing with in life, and the things that come out your mouth. Power of the tongue is everything. I know that, even though I don't always, That's one thing I don't always take too seriously, because my boy, if y'all know me, you know. I was raised by a stand-up comedian, my boss lady, and I mean, we had some strong words going around us, baby. That brings it back to what we said about behind every strong person is a life that turned them that way. So whenever you have a conversation with me, if you ever talk to me outside of this, you hear I talk, you've been around me, don't try to deter me. And I don't want to hear you're too pretty to talk this way. I know how to adapt. If you know my child, then you see how I've adapted to raise a child that I have, or different environments that I am. People don't accept me into those environments just because I'm ignorant or crazy or say things that roll off the tongue disrespectfully or anything like that. No, I adapt to my environment. So I don't need nobody, telling me this. If I'm talking to you in a certain way and it's just one-on-one, I trust you. And I'm talking to you in a way, that's just me and my true, authentic self. Just like I do right here on this radio platform. What you hear is what you get. What you see is what you get. I always have room for improvements to be better for myself and for the life that I'm aiming to live, But at the same time, you gotta do it on your own terms and, your way. You got to do that. But you still also got to be open to suggestions of other people. But people got to know how to deliver that to you as well. They can't just go ahead on and give you something and they're not implementing that in their lives as well. So that's it, y'all. That is it. I gave y'all some real drops, some real jewels today, baby. And I just hope that my people, y'all could DM me, Ms. Doe Original PMR. You can follow me on Facebook, Dorian Bayham. I ain't really no TikTok. I go on there really to log in and just laugh at everybody else or take off some motivation on music. I love music. I take off music or anything like that to share with you guys. So, it is what it is, You never stop learning because life never stopped teaching. And that brings it back to the conversation that I just had with y'all, or the wisdom I just laid on y'all just now. So make sure you take those tests, turn them into testimonies, teach other people, and also be open to learn as you go too. You never stop learning. A fool feels like they stop learning. I don't care what age, but you're constantly learning. The world is constantly turning. Even though some things are coming back around, it's still coming back around with a times two or with an upgrade. So it's some familiar stuff, but it's still an improvement. So y'all be mindful of that. Work on getting unstuck in your situations, in your life, and love, and money, and environments, whatever it is, whatever applies to you. Work on getting unstuck and improve your prayers, man. Put your prayers in the air. Stand strong. Get up every day. Make a move towards the life that you envision and manifest it for yourself, man. And just, y'all don't give up. Don't lose hope, because good things will come to you soon. Happy Tuesday with your girl, Miss Doe, with the UnStuck Show. Thank you for tuning in and listening today. I hope you got what you needed up out of this. Y'all continue to listen to the jams on 101TKORadio.com. We got some amazing host shows coming up today and the rest of the week. Lord say the same. I will see you guys on Tuesday right here with the UnStuck Show. And I'm out.